What time on Wednesday?
Oh, Tuesday?
Or Tuesday?
Tuesday's at 11.
And she's gonna send us the links.
And
to
is
the
this
folder.
gonna be this will not be the same, this will not be the exit meeting on Wednesday. Cause we had an exit meeting.
Oh, no, next Wednesday, oh, that's
the
something
final
different.
walkthrough.
Yeah, so next Wednesday at, wait, I'm the wrong month. Next Wednesday at 1 o'clock, I would like y'all all to be there. And it's for the, just walk through after the cleanup
Yeah.
Yeah.
with Miguel. So that's the hazmat
Right.
cleanup. They're still sweeping up and mopping down, wetting down
Really?
things, on the north two walls, but north two, lengths of the building. But I think they'll have that done before Wednesday, the way those
Wow.
guys work. So I hope, this is just to share what they've done. That may only be like 30 minutes, so I don't think it'll take much
This
time.
virtual meeting.
No, this is in person to walk through the building.
Yeah, on Wednesday, but the Tuesday
The
meeting.
Tuesday meeting is virtual and it's at 11. And that's optional. It's the meeting with John and the whole team to talk about, just to give an update on what we've done in the last 2 weeks and what the plan is, and just general conversation about structural construction. So with the design, she couldn't tell me when the roofing design would be done, but I think that's the question I'm gonna ask on Tuesday. I sort of wanted to she's been out of the country. I want her to get her foot, I know she's had a really hellacious week. I want her to get her feet on the ground and then say, okay, what looks realistic for getting us a roof design and bidding the roof and, planning the water drainage. That's one thing that was not on her plate that she didn't know. Like today I said, the water drainage, the stormwater drainage is part of the roof design, right? And she was like, oh,
Remember, it's in there.
yeah, yeah, it is. And so that was good to bring that back to the forefront. So, we'll have those kind of conversations and I'll really start keeping them on task with the roof. And I think that's it with design.
And when I'm talking about where he's at with his schedule, typically you have these lines, these are your planned, and then you have your actuals under them.
Oh.
I can't tell where he's at on that schedule. There's nothing that
Yeah.
mentions when he's gonna do the temporary shortage or the footings. And I raised that issue back, you know, but it's so, when he says he's ahead,
What was that?
he has an idea how he's gonna do it, that's how he said he was gonna do it, but
Mhm.
I can't tell whether he's ahead or behind the schedule.
Yes, he says he's ahead, but you're right, Bob. I guess that's the
Oh,
point of being
farther than I
vague.
imagined.
Yeah, bingo.
And things did sort of shift,
Oh,
but he did have, he
mistake.
had the dirt dug out for the first
Okay, I know
poured
what you're
footing,
talking about.
not poured footing, the poured, what are
Yeah.
they calling it? It's a long stretch of concrete, instead of pouring all these individual footings, they're pouring.
Okay. Continuous footing.
Somebody's
Yeah,
mistake,
they're pouring
huh?
them.
Well, they've got the dirt.
He has the wood removed, which is, this was supposed to be done in June. But they didn't.
Remove basement wood point, install shoring off
Well, you know what
wood
that's-
sanction.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the
Probably somebody
concrete
moves
footers.
down, but
I think that's what he means, cause then he says install footings on the shoring on the first.
been a lot of help, huh?
Install shore, yeah, it's just vague.
It's a moot point.
Good luck.
You know, like 70% of his work was in the basement with the footings and the temporary and permanent shoring. And I didn't know that he could shore the other levels without getting that in place first.
He can't do the permanent shoring, but evidently there's a way to safely do the temporary shoring.
Got it, okay. The only thing I'm saying is watch that, because, well, just, if you really got a strong feel that he's still on track to finish when he's gonna finish, he may have resequenced things, he may be on track, we just don't know what he's talking about on his schedule. But if I were doing it, I would say, okay, so I'm looking at your schedule, where are you at on your schedule?
So I did ask that at the last
I mean,
meeting.
with the schedule, say, show me
Yes,
where you're
and
at.
I asked Chris to bring, because Chris is the facilitator of that, though, at AC meetings.
Okay,
And so I asked Chris to bring this up and to discuss it.
excellent.
So it is on our agenda to discuss, so, I'll like keep him to the points and say, but I just don't think that's the way they're doing this.
I know.
So,
But it doesn't mean that he's behind, but I guess what I'm trying to avoid is him getting way behind because he said he ran into a different condition. If it's costing him time, we need to know, you know.
all right, well, I'll definitely bring that up on Tuesday.
And Emery is following up on all of this.
Yeah, really, she should be asking these questions.
Mhm.
And I'm not putting her down either, I'm not, but I'm just, you know, typical contract administration is the pay apps are in line and everything, and they're on track, they're ahead or behind schedule, you know.
I know.
She's
And
been
so she
part of
was
these
gone.
discussions.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She was out of the country for 10 days, and Brad from High Plains actually represented High Plains at the last meeting. And I actually strongly disagreed with him on 2 points, which caused some sort of raised hairs, but I dealt with it professionally, because it was like he said the windows are out of the scope of work. I said, no, that's our work area, and I don't think I don't agree. So, John said, no, I don't agree either, I want that basement sound for the county. So I appreciated that, so there was that disagreement, and then we had another. Oh, it was the second floor. I wanted shoring on the second floor weeks ago, because I felt like they were unsafe,
Right, okay.
doing that demo work below the second floor.
Yeah.
Well, and today everybody got on the same page with me and went, oh, yeah, that is not safe. I'm like, okay, that's what I said 2 weeks ago. It's okay. So, because I can disagree strongly positively.
I know, but I think when we ask those kind of questions, it comes across as somehow it has no merit, but I really do feel like, this schedule doesn't really reflect how he's doing
Yeah.
the work.
I think how it came across was people got a little concerned about liability, like I was
Oh, yeah.
asking questions about who's liable if if the roof falls.
Yeah.
I was not, and I made it very clear to them in writing that my concern is safety, and that, you know, that's my job. I feel like as a project manager, that's one of my primary jobs.
I went home.
So, you would think, I
Yeah.
think that'd be everybody's primary job,
Everybody's
but,
gotta have a hard hat.
Safety's liability also.
yeah, they're the same, aren't they?
I guarantee you, if something crumbles over there and somebody gets hurt or dies, it'll be a disaster. It'll be.
That is not gonna happen, I'm gonna just
No,
claim it
that's
out loud and
why,
ask for God's help.
that's why we have the team that we have.
Yes.
Is that he's expert in shoring, Jim's a structural expert,
Yes,
HPO's been, and you're catching, actually, you're the one that's good, hey, you need to look at that second floor, you know? So I don't know what more we could do.
no, we have an exceptional team, and everybody's working together really well, so I did miss Emery in her absence, I have to say, so.
Yeah.
Well, see, she's very structured and analytical,
Mhm.
and that's what you need when you're administering, you know, and so are you. But, I feel good.
I
And
do
even
too.
though I might sound like I'm throwing stones, I'm not really, I'm just curious as to when we'll actually have footings and, cause I can't tell from that schedule, so.
Yes, and so I'll ask that definitely on Tuesday, but he said that footings were gonna start getting poured this week, and that didn't happen, cause they were working on demo, and then the safe ended up taking an entire day for his
Yeah.
whole team.
They did.
And that was much bigger than they expected, so. Okay, the developer piece. I met with Ben yesterday. I think that was yesterday. Ben is going to draft. I drafted an MOU with the language that you guys asked me to use. That he has 2 months, and that in no way does this commit the county to accepting the proposal, but we will review it openly and thoroughly at the end of that period. but we're not committed to move forward with it. I told him that, and Ben was actually like, that's really not enough time, and I'm like, he's had till since December, I think it's enough time. Because I didn't really, because he said then you get into the holidays. He had a very good point. He said then you're putting an RFQ out during the holidays. And I'm like, well, if we do it, if I have it prepared for going out to RFQ October 1st, we're sort of not into holidays yet. So maybe we'd have to give developers till January to respond or something like that.
Right.
But at least we get them started at the beginning of the construction period where they can get some decent bids on cost and stuff, I hope. But anyway, so that was his thought, and he said he's gonna draft an MOU for us that says October 1st for 2 months at no cost, but the county's willing to do that. And he said, maybe I'll put some language in there, and this was completely his thought, is if he wants an extension, then he has to put up some kind of earnest money, like $10,000.
Yeah, that's what he shared with us. It's like, okay, it's not really hurting us now to do it, but now now that we're getting into delaying RFPs, it's kind of an interesting idea. I think Randy has gotten the message, but I got the feeling Randy's thinking if he needs another extension, he'll ask for it. But I think he's got the message that we're serious, that we don't.
Oh, yeah.
And I still don't know why nothing's happened at the
Oh, they're waiting on the USDA to finalize the paperwork. It's ridiculous. A 6-week process is taking 6 months now because USDA the firings and the forced layoffs and all that stuff, they're so short on staff.
That really is out of his control.
Oh yeah, all this delay is complete. He had a contractor on site working with a full budget paid for. And that got canceled, those 2 programs got canceled and they weren't even grant programs, they were loan programs.
I wasn't aware of that.
Well, see, that.
Oh yeah, the project would be done by the end of the year if it wasn't for the executive order that got put in place, the first executive order that got put in place in January.
And see, that's why here we're saying, no, you gotta have your financing in place.
But in this volatile environment, it doesn't ensure anything. I mean, they had a contract signed with loan documents, and they just canceled the 2 programs.
Wow.
You would think that would be illegal with binding contracts, but
You know.
it didn't.
Well, I think you could certainly sue for harm. Okay, look, you promised, I made all these commitments, I spent all this money,
Mhm.
you know, I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, so the black eye he's getting from Central now is absolutely, if you turn the truth on that, but he's not gonna do that. That'd be political suicide. But that's the truth, is we had the contractor in place working, and yeah, they put him in a bad situation. Anyway, so did you guys table the MOU from this morning, signing the MOU? Did you table it?
Well, we did, but let's
Because we don't
vote
have
on it yet today and get it into place so that we can sign it on Wednesday.
I think I would like you to not, because I'd like
You
you to
would rather us
review
not?
it. I'd rather you not,
Okay.
because Randy actually said, let's just wait on the MOU, because he may not, depending on what happens at
Yeah, I
next
guess not.
Wednesday's meeting,
Okay.
Okay,
we may put some different language in there. He may
Okay.
not even want it. He may go, hey, we got a lot of investors at the table. We're good to go. And he may be able to
Okay.
revise a proposal and move on it. So he sort of asked us to wait. And I
We kind of figured that.
told Ben that, and I said, Ben, maybe you shouldn't waste your time. He said, no, I'm gonna get you a draft. On Tuesday, he's gonna send us a draft for
We
us to sort
we
of.
actually approved the signing of it, but we don't need to sign it
I
until
thought we
need to.
said we couldn't because we didn't have it, we didn't have the language.
Well, I don't,
But you know what, here's the
maybe
thought.
we
We're
did.
still.
Maybe we just work off a gentleman's understanding. Do we really need an MOU? We won't actively pursue selling the thing, and, do we really need anything? And then otherwise, X date or something, we're gonna put it out. If we, I'm not sure we need it, but I was in the impression he's saying, I don't wanna go through all these hoops and then find out you guys sold the building.
Right.
You know,
And I think what he said last week is, let's don't even do an MOU yet, because maybe it's not needed. Maybe once I approach some developer, or some investors this week,
He's a little
It'll-
more optimistic.
yeah, cause I mean, we went from him he couldn't afford to buy the building the week before to now he can offer $200,000, so maybe next week it'll be $400,000.
Maybe. Let's be optimistic
well,
too.
you know, we're gonna have to just, you know, at some point, we're gonna have to deal with that reality if that's the most he can do and we decide
Yeah.
we wanna accept the proposal, because it's less than what we,
So when I talked to Sarah Hudson about selling the property,
Yeah.
she did warn us, cause she didn't know we had been in touch with Mako, and she said, Teresa, the county cannot make a penny off of that. And I said, yes, we know, we went to Mako, and we know that we have to get appraisal again before we sell it, to be sure that we're selling it for market value, and that we're,
Or less.
yes. So. it's-
actually, didn't we get with, that contradicts this whole concept of saying that you can enter private-public, this is with selling the property. Yeah,
This is just, her conversation was be careful because the county can't be,
making money off.
making money off of buying and selling
Well, I'm
property.
pretty sure we can demonstrate we're actually losing money,
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
can.
you know.
think that we're safe there.
Well, it depends on how much they offer us for it.
Well,
yeah,
it also
they offer
depends
a
on what's the
million,
roof,
well,
what's the roof gonna cost, what's it
I
gonna
think we
cost.
take the million and go to jail, what the hell?
Better, what is it, it's better to ask forgiveness than,
Permission. Okay, but, down to the Snowy Mountain, hazmat cleanup, so, we have our walkthrough Wednesday. We got the everything's been cleared, so the whole building is deemed cleared. But what, Tanya told me is, so about the loan questions that you guys had, you said, when does the line of credit transfer to a loan? Two big things I found out, that one really exciting. Remember she said $250,000 is a loan forgiveness? We no longer have that. Now we have a $250,000 sub-grant, up to $250,000.
yes,
And up to $250,000 loan of credit that will transfer to a loan once the work's done. So she said every invoice that they're actually paying environmental contractors, half of it's getting paid out of the sub-grant and half of it's getting paid from our line of credit that's our loan. And she said what happens is, when the cleanup's done, there's actually another level of clearance that has to happen, that Tetra Tech, our QEP, works with, DEQ. They have to have full clearance from DEQ. And the county will actually get that letter.
okay,
That usually takes anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks. When we get that letter saying DEQ deems everything clean, then, Snowy Mountain will reach out to us, meet with us about the terms of the loan. It's
okay.
0% interest for sure, but they let you negotiate whatever you need as far as terms.
What we had talked in the past is it would be payable upon sale of the property.
And if we sell the property, it has to be paid off, the loan has to be paid
Otherwise,
off.
5-year or whatever we want to
Yeah.
do with it. And that's the part I was telling you, we could probably, we're not in the cash flows, it's more that sub-grant that we're really looking for. So that's already in place, we will
Yeah.
never see that. We
We'll
will
never see that, and we'll never see a bill for more
For
than
it.
$250,000 in loan. So my sort of perspective on it, as long as we sell the building for whatever loan we got, so that money can pay off the loan, that would make me the most, at least that
Well,
amount.
I'm looking at
At
it
least.
differently. I'm looking at everything that we put out of pocket into it, and then I'm offsetting it with the revenues. And so, right now, I think we needed, we were looking closer to 350 plus 25
Per lot.
So like closer to 400 grand, so,
Okay. Yep, that sounds right. with what we know right now.
Yeah.
So technically, if they get done with the cleanup at the end of July, then it'll probably be about a month to get DEQ's cleanup.
Yeah.
So that'll be the end of August. So Stony Neck Mountain may be coming to see us like in September, early September sometime and talking about this. So that's sort of the time frame for that situation.
You have somebody for public comment, Robert.
3 we do.
There's somebody out there for
Oh.
public comment.
Already.
You're welcome to come in about 5 minutes. All right.
Okay, and then just a reminder that we have the Roundup Reach Community Coffee, Monday at 6 o'clock. And I know y'all also have that road meeting.
Yeah, we're gonna split that.
Okay, but somebody will be there from the.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mr. Turley, for sure.
okay.
Yeah, he's
All right.
a coffee drinker. No.
And we got Sabrina's baked goods too, so there'll be a reason to be there.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
that's,
good work. Keep moving forward.
we will do
Excellent.
it. Thank you, guys.
Oh, I was gonna show you.
Have a great weekend.
You
Yep, you too.
Yeah.
There's been a picture of Ben's poaching.
Oh,
that
Yeah,
case
I
here.
saw this
Did you
on
see
the-
that on TV?
I saw it already.
Yeah, that should have shown.
I'm not sure you see that here.
Pretty nice.
What is it? Oh, the pension, yeah. I saw that.
You
Hey,
guys
that
are
was
so-
actually,
That's something. I haven't seen that before. I don't know.
all right, you are more than welcome to join.
Pretty impressive.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, that's not as comfortable as I thought it was gonna be. Sorry. Maybe my butt's just bony. So, my name's Julian, by the way, for anybody who doesn't.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna open for public
Oh,
comment.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, you're fine, you wouldn't know that. Technically, we're not supposed to say anything till 3 o'clock.
Oh,
But,
We can talk about the weather.
I like the weather today. It's beautiful. A little warm, but loving it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And boy, are the swimmers coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you come by the park at all today?
Is that what that's, I figured it was a swimming team.
Yeah, it's divisionals, so they said there's 286 swimmers.
what's that?
Swim team.
Divisional swimming.
Swim team.
That's
Swim team.
excellent.
Yeah, it only happens here like once every 5 or 7 years. Roundup gets picked because they rotate all through
Yeah.
the state. So, but I love it when it's here because that means
Oh,
good
boy.
business. I'm
They're
busy.
busy.
Yeah,
There's a crowd.
yeah, yeah. It is. It really is. With a lot of swimmers this year. So
Wow.
the weather looks good for it, so that's good.
Take it seriously.
Absolutely, yeah. Parents take it more seriously than the kids do, that let me tell you.
I can believe that. A lot of sports are like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. I was in track and my parents never came once. So that's what I did to my kids. And they're getting there.
Oh, yeah.
I know this is awkward, but
It's
because it's
fine.
advertised this way, we're told if we deviate, somebody will say, hey,
You didn't wait for
Yeah.
me.
you didn't come give me a chance.
Yeah.
That's why we're having another Dean Creek meeting,
Yeah.
because they weren't advertised enough.
Well, I called this morning and talked to Marley, so, oh,
We give you 10 more seconds.
then your legal beagle.
That's
That's
There you
right.
go.
All right. We're open for public comment. Is there any public comment on any public matter within the jurisdiction of the commission that is not on the agenda?
That would probably be me, huh?
Yes.
See you.
So, again, my name is Julie. Some of you know me, I don't know if I met you.
I don't think I've met you.
I own the Maverick Bar.
Oh, okay.
I live on Riverside Road, and I've lived there for 24 years now. Almost as old as Gregerson there, so.
Oh, boy.
And anyway, so, you know, we had the big flood in 2011, and then we had another one in 2014. And when the one in 2014 occurred, our neighbors at the end of Riverside there sold out to the county. And so that opened that all up down there, you know, it was county property
Mhm.
after they left. And then we were told that there was gonna be a campground, that was the idea down there.
Yeah, it's
But now
coming.
it's all these years later, and you know, we've gone down there and we fished, and it's a beautiful spot. It really is
Mhm.
gorgeous. And then all of a sudden, my road's getting fixed out back. I'm like, huh? I didn't think the
About
county was
time.
supposed to do that. And so then I seen they were building a road down there, so I asked, and then I was told that we were finally on their way of getting a campground down there, which, by the way, we are very excited about. I think
Good.
it's great. I mean, it is gonna up traffic, but I at least use the land for something, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's wonderful. I guess that after talking with Bondi this morning, you guys have, or somebody, I don't know if it's you guys or Fish and Game, but somebody's already named it per se. I was just going to suggest a name for it,
Oh, really?
only because of my history there, so.
Okay.
And it would be after my grandson, Braxton's Bend, cause there's a really nice bend in the river down there. Just a suggestion, so.
Okay.
And maybe not the whole campground, but maybe at the bend,
At least,
you
yeah.
know, somewhere down there. It's just very special to us. We took him down there a lot, so, and,
Something to consider.
yeah, just a name. Kinda like Marion Park at Cowbells, you know.
Yeah.
So you have Cowbells Campground, but you have a little separate place there called Marion Park. And if this is gonna be called Riverfront or Riverside, whatever, then maybe just a little place of Braxton's Bend where there's that bend in the river.
Yeah.
So that would just be wonderful. And just cause we've lived there so long, I guess, but I know that doesn't earn me the right or anything, but, and I don't know who names it, but just a suggestion.
Well, it's
And-
good to know, and, you know, obviously these types of things have certain rules, regulations.
Sure,
But it's good to know so that we can start inquiring how, you know, if that can be done.
yeah, that would be great. And the only other question I have, and I'm not sure, or suggestion, I don't know how you wanna take this, but so you got Riverside Road that goes directly down there, and Arrowhead Road is a T right to it. But that's also gonna end up being an access to it, cause it comes right off of Highway 87 here.
Yeah.
So even though it's privately owned, would the county consider also maintaining that? It's literally like 3 blocks long, it's not near like what
Yeah.
Riverside is. But the traffic will end up going up higher on that road too. But again, it is privately owned, I own half of this side, and Gregerson owns half of this side, you know, kind of thing. But it's just,
We have to look into that.
yeah,
See if we can do anything.
yeah,
You know, no idea how touchy people get about
Sure,
roads.
sure.
We can talk to Tom about it.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
man.
Okay.
Tom and Ben, if it's 3 blocks, but it's
Yeah.
just,
It's not very far, and once this happens, I mean, obviously
Yeah.
not today or tomorrow.
otherwise you guys are gonna be having your road more heavily traveled.
Absolutely,
And
because
it's
there-
gonna maybe degrading and whatnot.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly, so that was the point, so. And that's all I got.
So, but there would be, that would not, would people have an easement to use that access to the?
She does.
Well, I could, yeah, literally, I could legally, Gregerson and I
You
could
can
block
shut
it
it
off,
off.
we could shut it down.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, maybe there's an easement.
Yeah.